Galactic Empire executed the woman general, and 900 years of peace ended instantly. The execution lasted exactly 7 seconds. That was all it took to end 9 centuries of galactic peace. General Adriana Vale stood alone beneath the silver execution spire, hands bound behind her back, dark Terran uniform torn but spotless where she had carefully brushed away the dust herself. Above her, billions watched across the Empire's live transmission networks. The Empire expected humiliation, fear, begging. Instead, the human general smiled. That smile unsettled Emperor Kale before the firing sequence had even begun, because defeated people were not supposed to look calm. And humans became most dangerous when they stopped fearing death. Adriana Vale, the Emperor declared from his towering obsidian throne, you are convicted of inciting rebellion against the Galactic Empire and orchestrating military aggression across Imperial territory. The chamber echoed with ritual applause from gathered nobles. Only the Terran delegation remained silent. 23 humans stood motionless beneath armed guard. No protests, no tears, just silence. Heavy, controlled, terrifying. Emperor Kyle leaned forward slightly. You may speak your final words. General Vale slowly raised her eyes toward the countless cameras surrounding the execution plaza. For one moment, the entire galaxy felt her looking directly at them. Then she spoke softly. You still think peace was protecting you? A pause. It was humanity. The firing cannons activated. White light consumed the platform, and General Adriana Vale disappeared. For 3 full seconds, nothing happened. Then every human in the chamber stood simultaneously and walked out without permission. No guard stopped them, because suddenly every instinct screamed the same warning into every living mind present. Something terrible had just begun. For 900 years the galaxy had known peace. Not true peace, not kindness, controlled peace, because humanity existed. Long ago, before the Terran Union rose among the stars, the galaxy had nearly destroyed itself in endless wars between empires. Entire systems burned weekly, species vanished monthly, civilizations collapsed beneath constant conquest. Then humans arrived. At first nobody feared them, a young species from a violent death world, short-lived, emotional, primitive. Until the first expansion wars, the galaxy learned quickly that humans fought differently from every known species. Other civilizations sought victory. Humans sought endurance. Other species calculated acceptable losses. Humans adapted after losses. And once humanity unified beneath leaders like Adriana Vale, wars stopped, because humans became the thing predators feared most, an opponent impossible to intimidate. General Vale herself had ended 3 interstellar genocides, stopped the collapse of the Orion sectors, personally negotiated peace between civilizations that had slaughtered one another for centuries. Not through weakness, through overwhelming strength. Everyone knew the truth. Humanity kept the peace because humanity was the only species capable of surviving galactic-scale war long enough to end it. And now the Empire had executed the woman who symbolized that balance. The first Imperial fleet vanished 19 minutes later. No warning, no survivors, just silence across an entire military sector. Then came the transmission. A single message broadcast from deep space, authorized by Terran High Command. Peace status terminated. Panic spread instantly through Imperial systems, because humanity had not issued a declaration of war in 9 centuries. Most species thought they never would again. They forgot something critical. Peace was humanity's choice, not humanity's nature. Admiral Seraph Kane stood aboard the Terran flagship Revenant, watching the stars burn across tactical displays. His face remained emotionless. Only his eyes betrayed anything. Grief, rage, ancient restraint collapsing in real time. Imperial border defenses destroyed, an officer reported quietly. Civilian casualties? Kane asked immediately. Minimal. Terran fleets are avoiding populated sectors. Kane nodded once. Because humans still remembered discipline, even now, especially now. The bridge screens filled with images of Terran war fleets emerging from hyperspace. Thousands upon thousands of vessels hidden for centuries beneath peace accords suddenly awakening. Black warships, heavy rail platforms, planetary siege carriers. Weapons so devastating most younger species believed they were myths. Humanity had never disarmed. Humanity had simply waited, prepared, quietly, because humans understood something the galaxy never truly accepted. Peace is temporary. The Empire attempted retaliation near the Helios corridor. 300 Imperial warships formed defensive lines around a strategic gateway station. The Emperor believed humanity would negotiate eventually. Surely even humans feared total war. Then the Terran fleet arrived. No speeches, no demands, just darkness swallowing the stars as massive human dreadnoughts emerged from hyperspace. The Imperial commander transmitted desperately.
"Stand down. This escalation can still end peacefully."
Admiral Kane finally responded. General Vale spent 40 years preserving peace. A pause. "You executed her on live transmission." Another pause. "Longer this time. Now you inherit the galaxy she prevented." Then humanity opened fire. Railguns screamed across vacuum. Entire Imperial cruisers shattered instantly under relativistic bombardment. Human strike fighters moved through enemy formations with terrifying precision. Missile swarms darkened space itself. The battle became slaughter within minutes, because the Empire suddenly discovered something horrifying. 900 years of peace had weakened everyone except humanity. Humans kept training, kept adapting, kept preparing for nightmares everyone else forgot were possible. Imperial fleets collapsed sector after sector. Defensive worlds surrendered immediately after witnessing Terran assaults. Entire military commands disintegrated under the sheer psychological terror of facing humanity unleashed. And everywhere the same phrase spread through terrified comm channels. "The peacekeepers are gone." Emperor Kale finally understood his mistake too late. The Imperial capital burned beneath orbital bombardment alarms as evacuation ships fled in every direction. He stood inside his throne chamber watching emergency feeds in horror. Human fleets surrounded the planet completely. Impossible. No species moved this fast. No civilization coordinated destruction this efficiently. Then his advisors received the final transmission. Admiral Kane appeared on screen surrounded by fire-lit bridge displays. "You thought General Vale was dangerous because she understood war." Kane's voice remained calm. Dead calm. "You never realized she was the reason humanity restrained itself." The Emperor's hands trembled slightly. "What happens now?" Kane stared at him for several long seconds. Then, "Now?" A shadow crossed his expression. "Now humanity remembers what it was built for." Transmission ended. Above the Imperial capital, thousands of Terran warships aligned silently against the stars. And across the galaxy, ancient fear awakened once more. Because humanity had never been civilization's greatest threat. Humanity had been civilization's last restraint against the monsters war creates. And the moment the Empire executed Adriana Vale, the galaxy lost the only species terrifying enough to keep itself peaceful.